Another steady start by the men in yellow. It's pretty much been like that all season, steady, but they haven't managed to turn steady into 2 points so far. 60 for 2 in 10 overs. On some days you might just take that with 8 wickets in hand, but they would need a few more. They would need wickets in hand even more. At the moment, they've got Shivam Dube pushed up the order ahead of Ambati Raidu, and Robin Uthappa looking good, but not quite striking at the strike rate he's been used to even this season. Joined on Cricbuzz Comm Box by Simon Doull. Once again, a familiar story for the men in yellow, starting with Rituraj Gaikwad, 5 out of 5, just not getting that little break that he needed.
Yeah, inside the power play, isn't it? It's been tough for him, really tough. We mentioned it in the pre-show. He needs to find something, needs to find a score, and hasn't been able to as yet. So you kind of just keep waiting and hoping that it's the next game. It's the next game. 16 and 17 in the last couple. He just hasn't got going at all. Shivam Dube, I like the move. I like the move because you just feel that RCB, the Bangalore, are going to bowl a lot of spin. I mean, we mentioned that in the pre-show as well. Maxwell's already bowled a couple. Shabazz has bowled one. Hasaranga's just come into the attack now. So you feel that they might bowl at least 10 overs, maybe 12 overs of spin. And if that's the case, then moving Shivam Dube up to the top, I think is a good move. And you look at that, if they bowl 10 overs of spin, then you've sort of got, what do you got, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They only need 3 more overs from Siraj, Hazelwood and Akash Deep if they get through 10 overs of spin. So, they've got plenty of options, and just the introduction of Hazelwood straight away, it seems to have made a great difference to them.
Yeah, he looked well in control. Perhaps that old talking point that we now have about umpire's call will come to the fore once again. If that was given not out, it would have stayed not out. But at the end of the day, I think if you are neutral, Simon, on this particular issue, clipping the stumps should generally be out mostly.
Yeah, it looked a good shout. I could see exactly why the umpire gave it out. It was a pretty ordinary shot across the line. His back knee was bent quite a lot. So to me, it was one of those decisions that I thought I can see exactly why the umpire's given that out. Now, Josh Hazelwood is a little taller than most bowlers. Yes, he does get a bit more bounce, but I had no issue with the decision. And when you're having a bad run, you're just those little things will go against you, unfortunately.
And the one man who we're not sure where he's going to bat in the batting order and whether or not he's going to get a chance to bowl, but he's already made an impression. Suyash Prabhudesai is known to be a gun fielder, and that particular run out of Moeen Ali was all about that fielding effort.
Stunning, absolutely stunning. I mean, the pace in which he got to the ball, then got up and through the ball was just incredible, I thought. And, Moeen thought it was one. He thought it was through. He probably thought it was more than one. I don't blame Robbie Uthappa. Look, I know they said on commentary that he came a long way down and maybe sort of, I don't think he sold Moeen down the river. Right? Moeen thought it was through. He thought it was gone for all money. And, to be sort of a dive along the ground, plucked off the turf, and then a brilliant throw to boot. I thought it was exceptional. And sometimes those things are just down to great fielding, nothing to do with the running.
Yeah, but the one thing that probably hasn't gone to plan so far, from as far as Faf du Plessis is concerned, is his gun spin bowler. He's got on Maxwell early. He wasn't expensive. He's got on Shabazz. But Hasaranga being attacked by Dube early, I think that, from Chennai's point of view, will be the one bright spark in this game so far.
Yeah, and that's why Shivam Dube is there. I think he's there because he plays spin relatively well. He's got big boy power, which we like to call it, and he can clear just about any boundary around at the moment. If he picks and chooses, and DY, I think you just at Brubbins, another stadium where you just have to go downtown a little more than sideways. So make sure he just plays, holds his shape, uses those big long levers that he's got, and continues to go downtown rather than across the line, I think he'll be okay. As soon as he looks to go across the line, he might find himself just getting in a little bit of trouble. But if he can stick to those plans, hit the ball down the ground, I think he might be all right.
Raidu, Jadeja, MS Dhoni still to come. What kind of a total are they looking at this stage?
Well, what did I say in the pre-show? 147. So I'm not going to veer far from that. I think if they can get above 150, they've done very well. They're going to need, 80 odd off the last 8. So 10 and over, which is possible with only 2 wickets down. They should be able to get that at least. So I'll stick around that. Anything above 150, I think they'll be competitive.
Certainly will be. It'll need probably one of these guys to stick along for a while and Jadeja to play the way we know him to play as a finisher, free of the captaincy burdens. We'll see if that happens, and we'll come back and assess it on our mid-show. For now, from Cricbuzz Comm Box, from Simon Doull and myself, that's all we have.